Every generation has a defining icon. Characters such as Mickey Mouse, Super Mario, or even SpongeBob SquarePants are characters that will stand the test of time and live on forever. Children of all ages and adults of all ages will carry fond memories of these characters with them for the rest of their lives. That is what makes these characters immortal. Their popularity shows how vital they are to the world of pop culture and entertainment. Welcome to Pop Culture Now. I'm your host Colby.
And I'm your host Davis.
And these are our top 10 favorite pop culture icons of all time.
Every time I'm in the street, I hear
when we on the morning star. Somebody thought of that, and someone believed it. Look what
For years, I have always been a fan of the amazing puppeteering creations of Jim Henson's. His shows are iconic for many reasons. However, the Muppets have always and will always be my favorite of his timeless ideas. While there are many popular and famous Muppets, there is only one Kermit the Frog. Kermit is a timeless character for many reasons. Whether it be the bounty of memes or the many songs, there will only be one Kermit. Sometimes one of the most peaceful things is to sit back and listen to either the Rainbow Connection or It's Not That Easy Being Green and just let the famous frog sing to you about life.
Ever since I first watched Phantom Menace back when I was little, I have been intrigued with the powerful apprentice. However, where most think his story ended there, it was in fact only the beginning. From Clone Wars to Rebels, we watch as he becomes the leader of his own crime syndicate, a rivaling threat in the galaxy. He is one of the most developed characters in the Star Wars connected universe, and with his appearance in Solo or Star Wars Story, I really hope that there will be an opportunity for him to return to the franchise.
You've just been sleeping, honey. But now...
While Friday the 13th might be a franchise we don't talk about much, it is still a franchise that I have grown up with personally. Horror movies have always been something I have bonded with my family over. There is one hockey mask killer that is a fan favorite amongst us all. While my father introduced me to Star Wars, it was my mother who introduced me to Friday the 13th. I remember watching the first film with her and my Aunt Penny on our living room couch and being infatuated with the 1980 horror film. However, it wasn't until the second movie when I met the horror icon that made me fall in love with the genre. There is nothing more iconic than the sight of Jason's hockey mask and his machete. I really do hope that this franchise will not be forgotten and will make a successful comeback in the form of a reboot.
The Goofy movie is one of my all-time favorite animated movies. It follows Goofy as he takes his son on a road trip to bond with his son one last time before he leaves for college. This movie gives Goofy so much development as a character he never really got before. He got his own movie, giving him a son and a background aside from just Mickey in the game. Now, it would be wrong of me not to just mention one of the biggest reasons why he's my top dog. Goofy is also one of the main characters in the popular video game series Kingdom Hearts, where he partners with Sora, the Keyblade wielder, and Donald to fight against the Army of the Darkness. He has been through so many crucial moments in the series and honestly brings a lot of comedy to the game. Overall, Goofy is honestly my favorite original Disney character, and maybe one day we will be fortunate enough to see a Goofy movie 3.
Fire Lord Zuko.
Avatar: The Last Airbender is by far known as one of the best animated television shows of all time. It is not an unpopular opinion that the character development of Prince Zuko of the Fire Nation is one of the best character arcs in all of TV in general. Zuko went through so much in just the mere 3 seasons of Avatar that most shows cannot even get right in the multiple seasons they are given. For example, an animated show put in the character through so much emotional and mental change that Zuko went from hunting down Aang to becoming one of his closest friends by the end of the show. The final battle between Zuko and his deranged sister Azula is one of the most beautifully animated fight scenes in all of animation. Prince Zuko went from a child who would do anything to restore his honor to the leader of a nation, and he will always be one of the greatest characters in all of animation.
Here. You look like you could use one.
Naruto and Naruto Shippuden are shows that I grew up watching religiously back when the show first debuted in 2002. It is arguably one of the most influential anime of all time and continues to inspire new shows that come out today. When most people think of Naruto, their minds go to people like Itachi or Rock Lee. However, my all-time favorite has always been Jiraiya. Over the stretch of the show, we watch him become a godfather, trainer, and mentor to Naruto, being one of the most important figures in his life. His action sequences in the Pain arc are some of the best animation in the show by far, in my opinion. I would personally love a spin-off show about the legendary Sannin in the future following Jiraiya, but one can only hope.
Aqua, I'll handle him.
No. I'm ending this.
But you haven't recovered yet.
Sorry, but you've seen me too weak, too often.
Now it's my turn to shine.
Here at Pop Culture Now, Kingdom Hearts is a video game series that has and always will be a staple of our channel. While Aqua is not the main character, she's by far my favorite. She went through so much development that the main character of Sora barely even went through. The pain that she felt throughout the series is more than most of the Keyblade wielders in Kingdom Hearts. Left in the game version of Hell for 10 years while she searches aimlessly for her best friend Ventus and Terra, Aqua almost lost herself to darkness. Not only is she a super likable character, she's also a super fun character to play as. Every chance I got to play as her in Kingdom Hearts 3, I did not hesitate to jump at the chance. Her story arc throughout the game is one that brings tears to our eyes, and I cannot wait to see what the future of the series has in store for Master Aqua.
What are you doing? Now his guard is up. Only fire. Only fire. When I tell you to fire.
I'm sorry.
Do not be sorry. Be better.
God of War is a game that has always been very close to my heart, and with the addition of the newest game that came out this past year, the series has only improved. Kratos is arguably one of the biggest video game icons to hit the big screen. His journey across the events of the first series and now with the fourth installment has been one of many ups and downs as we watch the Spartan-made god enact revenge on the gods who ruined his life and took the ones he loved most. However, the direction they took him in the newest 2018 game was something that no one expected. Returning to the story years later to find a new Kratos, one who wishes to be more than just a vengeful god and wants to do better as a father to his son Atreus. We get to see deeper into Kratos' motivations and how the events of the previous games have taken its toll on him. I'll be patiently waiting for the fifth game, hopefully sometime in 2021, to see where his journey will take him next.
More than you realize, I understand wanting to walk away from the Order.
I know.
When some think of Star Wars, their minds go straight to characters such as Darth Vader, Master Yoda, or Luke Skywalker, but not me. My favorite Star Wars character, and in my opinion the best Star Wars character, is Ahsoka Tano. Ahsoka made her debut in the 2008 animated film Star Wars The Clone Wars and was heavily developed in both the Clone Wars and Rebels animated series. She has some of the best action sequences in all of Star Wars and is definitely one of the most developed characters. Her story arc is one of the most realist and human in Star Wars, and it is exciting to know that she is constantly getting more development. The latest and final season of The Clone Wars gave us one of the best lightsaber duels between her and Darth Maul. With reports of Ahsoka making a live-action debut in Season 2 of The Mandalorian, she will finally become an even more popular character to just casual fans of the Intergalactic franchise.
We will not lie, this list was hard to make. With that being said, not every one of our favorite characters was lucky enough to make it on this list. So without further ado, let's dive into our honorable mentions.
It's huge!
It's a Snorlax!
Pokemon is honestly one of the biggest fandoms we have here at Pop Culture Now. There is no denying that. But this one isn't just because I absolutely love the franchise. Snorlax has always been one of my favorite Pokemon ever since I saw the big guy on the first season of the show. Since then, I've collected every card of him I've seen and even gotten the really authentic plush of him for Christmas in 2018. There is something about the simplicity of his design that has been lost in the newer generations to come out. Also, Snorlax being a normal type is a massive powerhouse on all of my Pokemon teams. Even throughout most of my Pokemon playthroughs over the years, my team really isn't complete unless I have a Snorlax.
Thanks for watching. Make sure you leave a comment below telling us your favorite pop culture icons. Also, leave us a like and hit that subscription button. Hit the notification bell so you'll be updated on when we post. So until next time, see you real soon.